Hello. This afternoon I'm going to talk about fluorescence, and I'm going to begin with something that may be familiar to you. You've probably seen objects like this clipboard that show a unique optical property. They seem to be glowing on the side. This feature is caused by something called fluorescence. This particular clipboard, which has kind of a pinkish color, has a dye in it called rhodamine B. And the molecules of rhodamine B exhibit fluorescence. When they absorb light, after they get excited by the light, they give off some of that light in the form of light itself, rather than just giving off heat and getting back to their initial state. They give off light, and that process is called fluorescence. And I have a solution of rhodamine B here. And if I shine white light in it, you can see that it exhibits a kind of an orange fluorescence. And I could do that with a black light as well. You can see the orange fluorescence. If I compare that to a dye, like red dye, food coloring dye, you don't see the same effect. You don't see that glow on the side that you do with rhodamine B. And the interesting visual effect where it's especially prominent around the sides is because the light from the room is hitting it, exciting molecules, and a lot of the light gets internally reflected and comes out the side. And I can demonstrate that that's true by blocking the light. You can see the bright orange, and then it's greatly diminished when I block the light. All right, you get a little bit on the side because there's a lot of light getting in here. So that's caused by fluorescence of rhodamine B. Another clipboard I have here is kind of yellow, and it has kind of a yellow-orange glow around the side. And we see the same effect, that if I block the light, that's greatly diminished. And the dye there is a dye called Fluorescein. And this solution contains Fluorescein, and this one contains yellow food coloring. And again, if I shine white light into it, you don't see any sideward light. And here you see a tremendous amount of light coming out. And you can do it with the black light as well. So molecules that exhibit this property of fluorescence tend to have a bright color. It's difficult to show it on the video cam, but if I were to shine light in the dark in my shirt, you would see a great deal of light because there's whiteners in the shirt. And you can, I have a synthetic ruby here. This is really hard to demonstrate on a webcam, but if you shine light on that, you can see a glow. It looks much pinkish, reddish in real life than it does on the webcam. So I hope you've enjoyed this little demonstration of fluorescence, and look for these kinds of plastics in toy stores and places like that. You'll often see things glowing. A lot of street signs have fluorescent dyes in them, and they're all over the place. And I tend to be able to pick them up, and a lot of people don't realize they're looking at something that exhibits fluorescence, but it's there if you look for it. So thank you for your attention, and I'll see you next time.